Hello, hello. You're listening to Casey Genesis in the AM. I'm your host, Casey Genesis. Now, not sure if you can tell by my voice, but I'm not feeling too well, which is the case for yesterday as well. I wasn't feeling well at all, so you guys didn't get an episode from me on Monday. But the important thing is that I am here now, and you have me for more days, so you're welcome. And I just wasn't feeling good. Like, I wasn't feeling good physically, and I wasn't feeling good emotionally, and I wasn't feeling good mentally. And I was like, most important, take care of yourself. Well, I didn't do that in a way. I was just really tired. I don't know. I was just like really tired, and it felt like I had this cloud over my head. I can understand you get those days where uh, there's a cloud like over your head, and you're just not feeling very good mentally. You just don't feel like doing anything at all. And you feel like a fraud. You feel just completely fake. And the only thing you want to do is just lay down and watch TV. That's basically what I did too, man. Like, I took the day off. This thing is supposed to be Monday through Friday. And yeah, I took a day off. And yeah, like, sometimes you gotta give yourself that day off too, man. It's alright. Just don't completely give up on the thing that you're supposed to love, and the thing that is supposed to love you. It's okay to take breaks, but yeah, just don't give up entirely. Yeah. So just do your best. Take care of yourself. And with that, we have a few news for you guys. Deadline.com says Fresh Prince alums Daphne-Maxwell-Reid and Vernee-Watson-Johnson to guest star on Peacock's Bel Air. We don't know, the alums, Daphne-Maxwell-Reid and Vernee-Watson Johnson. There are characters on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and I think excuse me if I get this wrong, but I believe Maxwell-Reid played the light skinned Aunt Viv, and then Vernee-Watson-Johnson played Will Smith's mother. Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Vernee-Watson-Johnson, she played Vi on Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Will Smith's mother, and Maxwell-Reid, uh, Daphne-Maxwell-Reid, played Aunt Viv, the new Aunt Viv on Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Here's what Deadline.com has to say about it. This Fresh Prince alums Daphne-Maxwell-Reid and Vernee-Watson-Johnson are set to return as guest stars in Bel Air, the Peacock reboot of the 90s hit sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Reid, who was starring in Frank's Pellies and Snoops, and Watson-Johnson, who was on General Hospital, and Bob Hart's Abishola, who played Aunt Viv and Viola. Vi Smith and the original are coming back in a similar vein. Instead of portraying sisters, the two will be playing Helen and Janice, or Janice, if you're fancy. Members of the Art Council Board in episode 109 of Bel Air, scheduled to stream March 24th on Peacock. So they're going to be playing members of the Art Council Board. Seems like this has something to do with the current Aunt Viv for Bel Air since she's a artist on the show. That's her occupation as artist. Wait, just so we're aware, it seems like this Aunt Viv is an artist, and the original Aunt Viv from First Prince of Bel Air, or both Aunt Vivs were dancers. But and since we're on the subject, of comparing of characters, wasn't Hillary a home dicker? Home dicker on Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and this one, the current Hillary was she's a cook. She's a chef on the Fresh on Bel Air. This current Hillary, just wondering. Seems like it's like some of course, like they're like different characters, different looks and everything, but at the same time, it seems like that they had like the only thing that's different about like these characters personally is that they have different occupations from their counterparts. So Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Aunt Viv was a dancer, and this Aunt Viv on Bel Air is she's an artist. She paints and draws and everything like that. She's a professional artist, and this Hillary from Bel Air is a chef, and the Hillary from Fresh Prince of Bel Air was a home decker, I think. It seems like that she didn't cook. I believe there was an episode where she tried cooking, but she ended up burning the kitchen. Was that her, or was that Will? Will was someone that burned down the kitchen. Feels like that was Hillary from Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Wait, so wasn't Uncle Phil a judge? Or was he still doing the same occupation as his counterpart on Bel Air? Alright, no, Carlton did drugs. He took some pills from on Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but that was because Will had drugs in his locker room, and I guess Carlton, took them. Carlton was pretty innocent on Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but this Carlton, this man sniffing all types of shit. But yeah, let me continue. Set in modern day America, Peacock's new 1-hour drama series reimagines the beloved sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel Air through a new dramatic take on Will's complicated journey from the streets of West Philadelphia to the gated mansions of Bel Air. As these two worlds collide, Will reckons with the power of second chances, will navigate the conflicts, emotions, and biases of a world far different from the only one he's ever known. Bel Air is currently streaming on Peacock, with new episodes dropping every Thursday. The season 1 finale will stream on March 31st. And that's that for Daphne-Maxwell-Reid and Vernee-Watson-Johnson to guest star on Peacock's Bel Air. It makes me wonder, will we get to see any other, Fresh Prince of Bel Air characters join Peacock's Bel Air? I wondered if we will get to see, more characters from the Fresh Prince, to appear on Peacock's Bel Air. If so, then that would be nice. It would be nice to see the two worlds collide, like the OG characters from Fresh Prince, guest starring on Bel Air. I think it'd be kind of nice to see the guy that played Jeffrey on the First Prince, to appear, as maybe as Peacock's Bel Air Jeffrey's father, or I don't know, some guy from somewhere. I don't know, give him some kind of occupation or whatever, and or if we get to see Fresh Prince, Carlton, Alfonso Ribeiro, guest star in Bel Air, and probably getting some kind of occupation as well as Fresh Prince Hillary, and so on and so on. I think that'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I'll be down for that, man. I'll be down for that. Next up, Tech's cult of thinness needs to come to an end. Coming up next. Good morning and welcome back. You're listening to Casey Genesis in the AM. I'm your host, Casey Genesis. And like I said before, if you haven't noticed, I may be feeling, sick. I may sound sick, too. But a show still continues on. So TheVerge.com has it that Tech's cult of thinness needs to come to an end. Enough of these thin products. It's time we try something different. It's time to bring the thickness back. It's time to bring the thickness of computers and phones back. We've did the thinness. Now it's time for the thickness to come back. Everything is thick nowadays. People, pets, some certain appliances, cups and shit. I think you probably find some thick cups, some thick cups on Amazon.com, or some thick plates too on Amazon.com. Just in case if you drop a plate and then hey, it'll still be there. It still be intact, man, because of the thickness. But The Verge has it. It's time to start sacrificing great products at the altar of thin. Gadgets are getting too thin again. These past few weeks saw some of the latest victims of the seemingly unending drive towards making our devices as thin as possible. Gotta remind myself to not read so fast. Take my time. No matter the consequences, Samsung's Galaxy S22 and S22 Plus, what will undoubtedly be some of the most popular Android phones of the year, are thinner than last year's models and held back by disappointing battery life. The new Dell XPS 15 is exceptionally thin and light, but barely lasts 4 hours on a charge and runs nearly as hot as the sun. And the OnePlus 10 Pro is a flagship smartphone that can somehow be snapped in half with your bare hands. Jeez. That must be brutal. It seems that despite over a decade of chasing the thinnest, lightest phones and computers around to the detriment of battery life, cooling, and durability, companies still haven't learned their lessons. The science here is not complicated. All the other things being you could put in a bigger battery, broadly speaking, into your phone or laptop means that you'll be able to get more battery life out of it. A bigger laptop has more room to keep it cool, and if your device is thicker, it is harder for it to break in half. Obviously, they can vary a huge amount by the specifics of hardware, software, firmware, and a myriad of other factors. One of the reasons why Apple's iPhones have smaller batteries then their flex your Android kind of